Hi everyone, it's Monday 24th of November and we are here at the Careers Fair at Armadale Academy. The evening is split up into two parts.
One where the teachers talk about the pathways within their subjects.
And the second is universities, enterprises, colleges and local companies. Start with PE. Mr. Leggett, if your job was a movie, what would it be?
That's a good question.
My job was a movie, what would it be? That is a great question. I'll tell you what movie it would be. Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious is 100 miles an hour, it's always high pace, but it's really enjoyable.
If you had a mascot, what would it be?
A mascot. Well, I tell you what, the other day I was at the Scotland-Tonga game and they had Sammy the sea bass as the mascot because it doesn't move much, but when it does move, it's effective, just like the PE team.
What is your favourite level to teach?
I really enjoy teaching higher, and the reason why I enjoy teaching higher is that I'm working with older students, and working with older students kind of keeps me feeling young, but also giving them new ideas about what they need to do when they're in PE, and seeing them progress and becoming better, and then once they finish higher, you can see them leaving school and then progressing on to be adults. That's why I really enjoy teaching higher.
Moving on to music, so what inspired you to choose your career path?
I'd say my music teachers when I was in school, so they were really encouraging of me playing music and doing extracurriculars and joining all the clubs, and so I wanted to sort of be able to give back to the younger generation of what my music teachers did for me.
What advice would you give to aspiring creators or artists?
First thing I would say is just get stuck in. The more you can try different stuff, the more you can experiment and experience different things, the more creative you're going to be, the more fun you're going to have, and the better time it's going to be for everyone involved. So I'd say just get stuck in and see what happens.
Perfect.
What is your go-to snack during a busy workday?
As everyone probably knows, my favourite is cheese, which is relatable to biology because we use enzymes to help make the cheese. So that's exactly why I love it.
Thank you.
What are some key skills to help progress in your subject?
Well, the key skills are organizational skills. Students need to be organized to be able to produce this within a specific time frame. Time management as well, and critical thinking in order to be able in the written aspect to evaluate questions and answer everything. Yeah.
So what's the coolest gadget or tool that you use in your subject?
In higher photography we have access to lots of equipment, and one of the pieces of equipment is a macro lens, which is like a big magnifying glass for your camera, and you manage to get lovely photos like this here.
That's how you do business
And admin. If you could travel back to any period of history, what would it be?
Good evening, Carolina. Thanks for the question. That's a really interesting question. Lots of very interesting periods in history that we cover up in the department, but I think it would probably be either going back to the time of ancient Rome or maybe even ancient Egypt, which I also really enjoy teaching. I think that would be quite an interesting time to go and visit. Okay?
Perfect, thank you.
And now we're here with the languages.
And I am going to be the one asking the questions. So I am lucky to be here with the language ambassadors. Why did you choose to be a language ambassador?
I chose to be a language ambassador because I think it's really interesting learning about different languages, especially French, and I got to experience a really lovely opportunity to help out with the French exchange.
I I chose to be a language ambassador because I love learning Spanish and I enjoy learning about the culture.
And check out our videos about the exchange, about everything we do in languages. Merci beaucoup.
This is Computing Science at Armadale Academy. We are here tonight to tell you about what computing science looks like for work and different opportunities available to you. There are lots of apprenticeship opportunities, and see us in the department for more information on pathways, and we always welcome you to come along to Computing Club on a Thursday night after school.
Department here we're looking at the different pathways that we have on offer from third year through to sixth year. So when you come to the Maths department, you'll get to choose your National 5. We have a pure Maths course or the applications of Maths course, both of which lead on to a higher, and hopefully there'll be the opportunity to be able to take both of those hires for some of you in fifth year. The apps course has a lot of context, so you need to have some very, very good literacy skills for that. And the pure maths course is a lot of algebra based, so you need to make sure that your algebra is very impressive if you want to take the pure course. If you continue past S5, in S6 you have the opportunity to sit advanced higher, which is a pure based course.
Hey, now we're here with Mr. McAlpine, the man behind all of this magic.
Hi everyone, as you can see we've got a great selection of employers here this evening. We've got colleges, universities. It's really one of our most busy years yet. We just want to thank everybody that's came along this evening to present and share their knowledge and expertise with you. It's a really great opportunity to find out about the world of work, studying at university and college, and what you could be doing in the future.
Okay guys, now follow me. We're now here in the main hall to talk about universities, colleges, enterprises and local companies, and we're with Vivid Financial Solutions. So my question to you is, what advice would you give someone who is interested in your line of work?
The first thing I'm going to say is this line of work is people's oriented, so you are helping people to manage their money, to make most of their money. So the first thing I would say is you have to like people, talking to people, helping people. And of course, you have to, when it comes to your education, you need to be good at your numbers, and you need to be, attention to details is very important, because you will be juggling quite a number of information. So you need to like people, be good with your numbers, and of course, attention to details. That's what I would say.
Thank you. Now we're here with Darcy, which is a former school captain of Armadale Academy, and I'm going to ask you a question. What's the best advice that you've ever received?
My best advice would be that I've received, and to say to everybody else, is to go for a graduate apprenticeship. Not only are you working full time and go to uni full time and get paid for it, you're surrounded every day by people filled with so much knowledge that you just pick everything up like that.
Thank you. Now Darcy's going to give us a demonstration on Sophie Light.
So Sophie Light is one of our thermal imaging cameras. So instead of picking up video emissions, it picks up heat. So here you have my lovely assistant Tommy. And one of the really good things about thermal imaging is that you can hide behind stuff and it can still pick you up, because again it's picking up heat. Good thing about it is that, see what he's holding up right now? This is a piece of glass. It cannot see through glass. So if you're ever on the run and you're hiding from a thermal imaging camera, hide in a greenhouse. Next he'll pick up a bin bag, and it's a black bin bag, you can't see through it normally, but when he holds it up, you can see through it. And if he put your hand on your chest, if he puts his hand on his chest long enough, it will emit heat and you can see it on the camera, so it's pretty cool.
Now we're here with Tui, and my question for you is what subjects or qualifications do you think are useful for this?
So for our NPL course, 19-month funded program to become a pilot, you need 5 qualifications, all at National 5, and they should be a C or above, except in maths, which has to be a B or higher. We also need our applicants to have English and also an additional science.
How long is the cabin crew training?
Well, we have got, it's roughly 6 weeks, and then you'll do your safety training, and then you'll do all your customer service training, and you have a minimum of age of 18 or over, and that as January 2026 you could join. Then you can a minimum of 25 metres swimming. For qualifications, it's more about the social aspect and skills these days. And we have all our entry and our rosters here that we can show you. All your training you do is e-learning modules. You do safety exam modules, and you also do your practical assignments. And as I say, your 6-week training, then every year after that you'll do your safety training to keep your licence with the CAA.
I see a lot of American flags, so I'm going to see and ask some questions about it. Can you tell us a bit about who you're representing today?
Yeah, so I work with Flag UK. We are a student exchange company, but we send kids to American high school. So it's not your typical exchange that you think of, where an American kid comes here and a Scottish kid goes there. It's just the kid going out there. It's a culture exchange. So you just tell the Americans about what it's like to be from Scotland, a bit about just about you, be yourself, really. So we typically have S5 or S6 students when they're leaving school going out there, and it's a way to do a gap year without having to be all by yourself. So if you go through with the program, you stay with a host family in America, and you go to an American school, and you're just another kid at an American school getting to experience what that's like, how it's different, how they treat things, what the sport's like, what community's like, just anything that's interesting, really.
So people say that you have to go to London to do well in music, but is that the case?
I would say no, not the case with technology, with social media. You can be working at home. There's a lot of, Justin Bieber did it working at home. He didn't need to go to London or anywhere. But one of our alumni is Lewis Capaldi. So he studied with us and he's doing okay. He didn't need to go to London. He probably goes to London at times. There's another band called Youngblood, and Adam, the guitarist in Youngblood, was one of our students as well. Again, he didn't have to go to London. He studied with us. Both of them did. And then they kind of progressed there. Just having the passion for it. That's the driver. That's it.
Thank you. You're an entrepreneur, so what is the best advice that you've been given?
Well, that's a good question, thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here tonight because being an entrepreneur, in my opinion, is the best job that you can possibly have. Now, we've got loads of employers here tonight, but the best advice I would give a young person is don't take a job. Don't take a job, make a job. Being an entrepreneur gives you the opportunity to start your own business. Maybe you could even become rich. Maybe you could change the world with your inventions or something. So I would definitely say the best advice is become an entrepreneur.
Thank you. Right. So what qualifications do I need to apply for an apprenticeship here?
So for a modern apprenticeship with Oil States, we primarily look for National 4s or National 5s, preferably 1 maths, an English and maybe a science. Obviously, they are preferred, so it shouldn't discourage anyone that doesn't have them from applying. Absolutely an advocate of applying regardless of what qualifications you have, but that is kind of the benchmark that we look for. Thank you very much for your questions, and that's for you.
Thank you.
No worries.
To conclude this evening, we're going to have one more guest. And can you tell us more about Access to Employment?
Yes, hi, so my name is Morgan and I work for Access to Employment. So my job is to help young people into a job, into further education training, or find something that is a positive destination for them.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for watching this video, and see you soon.